So we're joined by former national player and also coach Sasha Gay Henry. Firstly, how are you doing? Hope all is well. How are you enjoying the World Cup so far?
Well, I thanks for having me. First of all, Simon, I am definitely enjoying the World Cup. I think this is a big one for us where we can be on the top podium for sure. So I'm excited. I'm anticipating the results and taking it one step at a time, like the ladies.
Absolutely. Before we look at today's result against Uganda, just wanted to get your thoughts about the squad that has been selected for this tournament, the depth in terms of the quality and also the numbers as well.
I mean, I think this is one of the best squads that we can say it's ready for this World Cup. We thoroughly went through to select the team as best as we could. And it was also good that we could have three reserve players going down under, which would be, not down under in South Africa, which is also an awesome opportunity just in case of any injury or illness. I think the team has a lot of depth, knowing that most of basically all our back line is playing down under, plus our two top shooters, Shimona Nelson, three. So, we're blessed to have this depth of young ladies now who they are very eager to be on that top podium. So I think that the team has a lot of depth, a lot of experience versus a few new players who are coming into the squad, and they gel nicely in. I love how the chemistry is going on so far. I love also the fact that the girls, for such a long time, maybe about 2 years, we're having such good rotations, trying different combinations and seeing what will work best when it comes and who can filter in quickly. So for this World Cup, I think for me, I'm going Jamaica number one.
Yes, wonderful. Now, zeroing in on today's performance against Uganda, I'm sure you're happy with the result. It's a win. We press forward. Your thoughts about the performance, because many Jamaicans would have looked at the margin of the scoreline and said, why was it so tight? But Uganda have come a far way in netball too, haven't they?
All the African nations have come very far. Looking at it now, I think the Caribbean is losing its depth, and the African nations are going very hard, and they're doing a much better job. So I don't put down Uganda. They have quite a big depth in terms of they have experience mixed with youth. And sometimes when people think that these teams are underdogs, they actually have nothing to lose. So when they come, they're going to give up their best, and they're very happy with their performance now. Based on our performance today, I think that I'm happy for the win, glad that we executed and came out on top, which was automatic, which we actually expect to come out on top. But in some patches, there are areas that we really need to correct. The scoreline in terms of Uganda beating us in the third quarter, 16-11, something that we would have to actually look at and see what went wrong when the substitute came on, if they didn't if they didn't meet the expectation or they were not ready from off court. So some of the through court plays, some of the passing in the circle, doing the long bombs are some of the things that we need to work on and tighten up. So I know that the coaches will go back after they get the rest day tomorrow, and they will definitely have to try to make all the necessary corrections into that game. The 98 shooting percent average today is what we want, and that's a good way to go, but still we need more opportunities on goal to score. In terms of the penalties, very high today. I think we had 82 penalties today, so something that we have to work on. Without penalties, we know we're not marking, but we don't need unnecessary penalties that will cost us, because when the game gets tight, the cautions will come in and the suspensions will come, and that's something that we don't want to see, against our girls. But there are some very good passage of play, very short through court play, sharp movement, and still need to work on just some fine areas in the attack also, which and definitely the coach will be working on.
And for somebody such as yourself that has represented the country as a player and has been in the footsteps of these players as well, how much will that rest day help or re-energize the body ahead of the next few games to come?
It does help a lot. Not rest only physically, but mentally, and just trying to do some good mental rehearsal is very important for tomorrow, for the other games, because we have 4 other games left in the competition. So the legs will get weary, and definitely You know, you want to have the ladies off the leg as much as possible, resting and just having a little downtime for themselves also. That's very important.
Indeed. And at the start of this interview, you spoke about the depth in this squad in particular. So I just wanted to know what has changed since you played to present. Is it the type of players? Are they faster? Are they a bit quicker? What would you say has changed from when you played to these current set of talented young ladies?
All right. Well, the good thing is that I played with some of these players. So that's a good thing. So they're there from how long now? So they have developed they have developed a lot of experience. So the good thing now and what is going for us is that these girls are playing in Australia, and that makes a big difference. So the fact that they're playing against the best of the best week in, week out in their domestic league, it makes a big difference. So it's not a first time for us to go now and play against these girls. They're seasoned with them, they understand them. And the fact that we have players playing together in the league too. So the defenders working on this, they're playing in the same team. So that then gives our girls even a better chemistry to understand and to play well and to just fix different aspects of their defending and synchronizing. So it's very good. Where we have this level of competition and these girls playing in these competitions to come back here and represent us.